So good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's experience call, recognition call, whatever you want to call it. My name is Nick, and I'm coming to you from Johannesburg here in South Africa. And I'm going to do the call with Yolandé Koupis, the Cypriot. We'll call her the Cypriot because she's in Cyprus now. And I'm very jealous, but that's the way our business goes, right? So you can do this business wherever you are in the world. And tonight we are joined by a very special guest, one of our fellow brand partners, Dr. Charles here in Nigeria on the African continent. Welcome to those on the call and welcome to those watching the recording. We here tonight, we are going to share in the joys of title advancement. And tonight's call is very special because not only have we got one vice president on the continent at the moment, but in network marketing, partnership marketing, as we like to call it, you're there because you follow a system. You're there because duplication is key. And when Dr. Charles was awarded when he title advanced to vice president, myself, Henry and Yolandé decided, no, we've got to talk to this man because we want to know, on behalf of everybody on the continent, what he did, because the system is the same, the products are the same. What did he do? We can do. The only difference is us, you, the only difference, you the missing key. So if Dr. Charles can get to vice president, everybody listening, watching the recording can do exactly the same. So Yolandé, before we call Dr. Charles on, I'm going to allow you to do the intro also.
Hello, Nick. Hello, everybody, and my fellow partners all on this call. And for those of you watching the replay, it is just amazing to be here. It is beyond words to know that we can partner globally and that we can actually, on a global way, reach out to people and to help everybody to heal from the inside out. And it's like Nick said, the day that Andre, myself, and Nick was on a call with Dr. Charles, we were absolutely blown away because Nigeria opened a year after we opened South Africa, and Nigeria only opened with one product, and they opened with Tihisha Noni. And to know that a doctor is backing our liquid gold is phenomenal. To know that a doctor believes in the product that we've got that has been healing people over 20 years in America is phenomenal. And to see the growth of Nigeria, to see how everybody is just pushing one product, guys, I cannot tell you what the future will hold for you, not just financially, but also health and wealth-wise. Because we are in this business not to do sales. We are in this business to help people to heal from the inside out. And when you sit with that power, when you sit with the ability where you can actually sit around the table and listen to people and to hear what they need, you sit with the power. And that's how I run my business. I don't know how you run your business, but I run my business like that. I do not approach people with the compensation plan. I do not approach people with various videos. I do not approach them with any of that. And Nick, myself, and Henry spoke about it the other day. I approach them to say, you know what? We are genuine people that is out there, that believes in our business, that wants to help any individual out there to grab the opportunity, to help them grow as an individual, and to help them to heal people. And that is what we are about. We're not in a convincing business. We're not here to tell you that we want to convince you to look after your health or to make more money. We are here to tell you that we are going to be with you every single step of the way. This is the only business that you will find in your life that people will take hands with you, that will lead with you, that will elevate with you. And the only time that we will ever look down is when we reach down to lift you up. So with no further ado, we would like to give the screen to Dr. Charles, such a miraculous person in Nigeria, to say, we look up to you, we admire you, and oh my goodness, you inspire the hell out of us. And we would like to welcome you to the floor and say, Dr. Charles, thank you for showing the way, and thank you for stepping up, and thank you for showing not just Nigeria, but Africa, and not just Africa, but globally. Thank you for showing them your trust, your vision, your view, and your future with the rest of us.
Thanks, Yolandé. Thank you very much. So, Dr. Charles, thank you for joining us tonight. It's a privilege and an honor. We respect you, and we want you to share with us tonight. We want you to share with us before you tell us how you did it. I want to know, on behalf of everybody here, tell us a bit about Dr. Charles. What is Dr. Charles all about? And then we'll go from there.
Awesome. I'm really happy to be here and really want to appreciate everyone. I am of the belief that there are three things that God gave everyone: time, energy, and resources. And so how well we spend those three is very, very important to anything we do. There is always hungry to be a template of hope for people. When I say template of hope, basically, that's what my life have always been. I've always been in the field, not necessarily network marketing. I've always believed in people. I'm a people believer. I believe in Africa. I believe in our potential. And most of, I don't know if any of you, but I believe in something called the African dream, that we all embody, especially even this organization. So I've spent 13 years in business consulting. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a doctor by the book. So I actually have a doctorate, honorary doctorate degree. Okay. So basically, I've been in business consulting. I have a BSc in microbiology and so many more. But basically, I think the centerpiece of everything is I've always been one person that really believes in what many people see as an impossibility, especially in the African context where we still see ourselves as a developing or as an underdeveloped place. I think it's just a mindset shift or a paradigm shift. And so that's actually have been the person I am. If you go to my Facebook, you go to maybe the last 7 years, it's still the same message on and on. Just believe in yourself. So basically, Mr. Nick, that's all about Charles. Just a simple guy doing great stuff.
That's amazing. That's awesome. It's positive. If you're positive, you know what you project, you get. You know, that's what I've picked up with you. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So tell me, Dr. Charles. We launched in South Africa on the 25th of November 2021, and obviously, yes, we launched with the Hero brand, which is going to come to Nigeria anytime now, just once the formalities are sorted out and everything. But we launched the Noni brand together with Nigeria last year, November. And Noni was in Nigeria before. But in South Africa, it's getting there. Okay, it's getting there. But Nigeria has shown a rapid uptake. Now, I want to know from you what did you do different to escalate and to charge up? I mean, to title advance, you need to get to certain PVs. What was your secret? Share with us your secret so that those watching and those on the call here today can take some nuggets with them and do what you did.
Awesome. Thank you so much. For me, that's one of the most important questions. And when you ask that question, some people talk about methodologies. I think it's not necessarily about methods. It's more about principles. And I will explain what that means. There's this quote I've always believed in. What is pursuing you, how fast you run in life is dependent on what is pursuing you. And one of the most centered things that I think I did that created the difference from what I believe created a difference. I didn't set out to, become a vice president per se. I didn't set out to aim for anything. I didn't even set out to do anything about network marketing. Because one of the things I learned from my mentor, by name Aaron Decker, one of the first things he told me is you must always remember that we are what's this word now? We are disrupting the system. It's not network marketing, it's relationship marketing. So that was a major shift for me. Because the truth of the matter, we've been doing, I asked myself a simple question last year, and that simple question was, if this thing really works, why are a lot of network marketers failing? And so I needed to have a fresh spot in business consulting. There's something we call blue ocean strategy. I had to look at there's what referred to as red ocean strategy. That's where everybody is. So red ocean, in simple terms or layman terms, is like a bloody river. Everybody is trying to fish. The fishes are eating each other. Everybody is trying to be in that same spot because that is where the market is. That is where that is where the main work is. But I decided to go to a blue ocean. What are people looking for? Somebody say customers don't really care about what you offer. Customers or people don't necessarily care about what you offer. They care about themselves. So you need to circle around what are people looking for. So I was able to circle around three classes of people. The first people are a lot of people that understand network marketing. They are broken. Broken in the sense that they've had terrible experiences in the past. Talking about the African context now. Organizations have come and done quite a whole lot of nonsense, and these are people that are bleeding from past wounds. So what do you think they will be looking for when you present a new opportunity to them? So the first night I had to rebrand everything that we did. First of all, I am someone that I don't really go for the hypes, no matter how much. I know somebody telling me, they're earning in 5,000 US dollars every week. I don't care. I have seen companies that people earn very well, but they don't last. So it's not about the earnings. I need to really go to the background, find what is it about this company, what makes it different. And some of us may not even know it, that partnerCo is actually a combination of, by reason of the acquisition and consolidation and everything, it's actually a combination of four very powerful giants in the direct selling industry. When we talk about cosmetics, Africa just has so I didn't just want to stay with the products that we have presently. I need to go deep into what is the root of this organization. Would I be able to last the next 5 years? Would I be able to last the next 10 years? And by the way, I think another advantage I also say before I come shortly into this, that I used to be a corporate. First of all, I used to be an independent consultant for most of the big leaders in some other firms. Right from the days of Trevo, they'll call me to the office, top office. So I helped a lot of leaders actually, aim for the top. I've trained some of the very top leaders in most of these firms. So I think I had an advantage of corporate experience. Then about 3 years ago, I think I was a sales executive for one of the leading direct selling organization in Nigeria or in Africa as well. So that gave me a background to know what to look for in an organization. And why am I saying that? There may be people on this call and all you just have is just the information of how beautiful the product is, how beautiful the organization is. If you know the structure that this organization have, the truth of the matter, you would ensure that you bring everybody. Okay. If you know the power this organization have, you're going to end up bringing everybody into this system. So I look for solidity. I look for management. Another thing I never wanted to do, I never wanted to go into a one-man business. One of the things I've actually destroyed Africa is the fact that a lot of business out there, yes, they have a semblance of, a structural semblance of corporate heads, executive. But a lot of them, majority of them are just actors, So I had to do a background. I'm giving a lot of secrets here. I had to do a background check on majority of the people that are holding the foundation of the organization. And the moment I did that, and I was sure of what I was going into, I was so happy. And then not very much people would know this. As at 2 years ago, I know that there was a plan to get into Nigeria, but it didn't work. As at 2 years ago, I already had a vibrant team composing of several African people from different part of Africa, I think close to about 200. We were desperately waiting for this business to start. So funny enough, the team I had, if we had started Nigeria about 2 years ago, they are actually 3 times the number of people that I have in my team presently. So that's to tell you that I've actually I understudied the company for a long time. I went to the US market, check what is happening. And so the moment I saw that solid structure, and then another very important thing, the mannerism, the culture around the corporate staffs or the corporate people manning the system, I was very happy. And that gave me a room to run. Now, also very importantly, when I was saying, talking about, going back to what I was talking about systems, I think one of the most important thing I clarified is what is my why? Why am I in partnerCo? Every single time, and why am I talking about your why? That's something network marketers always miss, and it's something very simple called progression. There are no secrets to success. There are only systems. If you can develop and progression is not necessarily you trying to follow what someone else is doing. That's what happens a lot of time. We're trying to find what Mr. A is, trying to find what Mr. B is doing. No, that's not the most important thing. What is my why? Now, my why was big enough to drive me. And I did also say this. My why made me quit the last best job that I had. That's a week to when I said yes to partnerCo. I quit my job. So there was no bridge any longer. There was no fat, at least the paycheck was not that fantastic per se, but at least it was average to keep everything going. I had to say bye-bye to that. So, and so imagine, I hope my network, okay, I saw that we froze. I thought my network went off. So I had to quit the last best thing that I had going for me. It took a whole lot of energy. It took a lot of thoughts. But from the very moment I was willing to burn down the bridge for as long as I was willing to burn down the bridge to what was a comfortable job for me, I believe that was the beginning of new things. Sorry, Mick, am I still on? It looks like the screen is going off.
All perfect.
Am I on, please?
All good, all good, all good.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So I burned the bridge. I burned the bridge to that particular chapter. And then since I didn't have any other comfort zone to hold on to, that's where my why became very strong. I needed to put everything, and I mean everything. I put in everything into the system. I called, I learned also how to convert my no's to continual calls. So if you tell me no, I took that from Steve Harvey, when he said he kept on going, I kept on going over. And then another very important thing, outside progression, another thing I did was I didn't just want anybody within my system. As a matter of fact, I had the privilege to reach out to, I could have 1,000 people in my system if I wanted that. So I had to selectively go for leaders that can run with a vision, because these are two things that always happen. If you don't take people that can run with the vision like you do, you're going to have a lot of people that are dragged along. So you're using all your weight, the weight you have used to be focused, to be light and look forward and run with, run towards the vision. You're going to spend that time trying to draw a lot of weight. Everybody's telling you no, some people don't want to build, some people say they want to invest. And so I had to tell some people bye, I just had to tell some people bye, and I was very selective with I was very, 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 I must promise you that I was very, very selective with people I wanted in different strategic positions. Now, it didn't matter to me whether they were going to, get to the top so quickly. No, the most important part is that, are you running with a vision? Until date, there are certain things some of my teammates will tell me, okay, they want me to do, let's start doing this. And I know where that is coming from. No rush. no rush. Let's build procedurally. That needs to be progression. Very important. Okay, so for I hope I've not overflogged that point, but for me, those were the things. I understood my why. My why was strong enough to push me. I wasn't looking at anybody. And then most importantly, for everybody on the call, Nick Papas is a template. I took note when Yolanda was talking about him. He's not just a template for major people you know about. He's a template for partnerCo as far as the whole Africa is concerned. Because for you to grow as a leader, you need to check what are existing materials out there. So that there were two people I know that had some really very good.
I think he fell off, but he'll come back.
Just lost him.
Yeah, so well, he'll come back. So what basically, I can just carry on there just until Dr. Charles comes back to us. But you know, it's basically the acronym for focus. Follow one course until successful. And that is very, very important in our business. You can get distracted. You can get people coming from all sides, like Dr. Charles was saying. People fish. You fish, they fish, you know. But anyway, Dr. Charles is back. You can carry on there, Doc.
All right. So it was very important. Progression was actually very, very important for me. And then make sure you select the kind of leaders that you want within your team. Not everybody qualifies. I'm sorry to say, a lot of people try to get out there and they are rushing. Oh, they want to beg people to go in. I did not beg. I never begged for people. Rather, it was more like what they call this thing when you're trying to get people into the system. It was more like presenting their future to them. And am I still on? Oh,
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
or do I turn my oh,
No, I think he's going to fall off. He froze.
It's okay, Nick. It's okay. We get the message, and it's so important to know that like-minded people will always link up with you. And the most important thing is, I think what Dr. Charles is also trying to say to you is that you must remember in this business that we are in, you know, I say it over and over to people, you know, when I speak to people and they go, what do you actually expect of me? I say to them, you need to remember that when you join partnerCo, you are a business owner of a health and wellness. Nothing is expected from you than what you want to achieve in your life. So that's the bottom line. If you only want to distribute the product, you distribute it. If you want to build your business, you want to build your business. I don't see it as a network marketing business. I don't know how you see it, but I don't see it like that. I see it helping other individuals to rise up, to start their own businesses, to become powerful, to rise in life, to build generational wealth. That's how I see it. I don't see it any other way. I don't see it the way that people used to see it, to say that it is a pyramid scheme or whatever they've got, the idea that they've got about it. I've been in marketing for 20 years. I've had my own business, and so does many people on the Zoom call. But I see it as a business where you can actually introduce fellow humans to have a better life. And you know what? It's the same as owning a KFC franchise. It's the same as owning or opening a new business. Whatever you're going to do in this business, it's what you're going to achieve in this business. Ask Henri. Ask her today. Henri used to be a rep for a medical company for years, and she did brilliant. She did phenomenally. She brought so many products in the South African market, and she worked extremely hard. But was it her product? Was it her company? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. And then Henri decided to open up a branch for a modeling school. You know what? Then her vision started changing, because she had to bring in students to become part of her modeling agency. Look at Andri today. There she is, the national director or the international director of ACE Models. How many years did it take to become that? Didn't happen overnight. So do you think overnight you're going to achieve the goals that you think you are? No, it's not. But if you work extremely hard towards your vision, towards your dream, do you really think you're not going to achieve it? You will achieve it. If you set goals, if you set achievements, if you set a vision out for yourself and you say, this is what I want to achieve, you will achieve it if you work towards it. But people don't see it like that because they join a network marketing company, they think it's going to fall from the sky, and they don't work. Honey, then you're in the wrong business, because you are in this business to work extremely hard to help other people. And the more work and the more effort you're going to put in, the more benefits you're going to achieve from it. So we are here today to tell you that nothing is impossible. Nothing is unachievable. Nothing is not reachable. So think of yourself. The work you're going to put in today is going to escalate in 90 days because it's a 90-day business. That's how we see it. It's a popcorn effect. You plant a seed, you water it, and then you nurture it, and then it grows. And that's how our business works. But if you, as Pamela Anderson, and you just go into the sale like a normal salesperson that gives you a call on a Monday morning, you're going to be out of here very quickly because nobody wants to speak to a robot. Nobody wants to speak to someone who's just interested in making a sale. You have a global brand, not just the 9 products you've got in Africa, not just the 1 product you've got in Nigeria, but you've got a global brand that's available all over the world that you can help people to live a healthier life. And let me tell you one thing. I am here because I know this is my purpose. You might not have found your purpose yet, but let me tell you this. When Andri introduced this business to me, I was at first. I said, are you crazy? Are you crazy that I would ever join a network marketing business in my life? That was my initial response. And then Andri said to me, I've got one person I want you to meet. One person. And after you meet her, your whole world is going to change. She put me on a call with Tammy Malpi-Melchizedek. That's right here. And that call was on a Friday afternoon, 6:15, when I was expecting guests at my house. And I had this call with this woman. And afterwards, I said to Andri, my bingo moment just snapped because I realized that we are here to help other people. And I was doing that for 20 years for other people. I was building other people's brands. I was selling other people's brands for 20 years. And when I realized that I can take that power for myself and that I can actually help people from myself, things change. So I want every single person that's on this call today, every single person that's watching the replay, to take their power back, to let their fear go to sleep, to let whatever they think other people would think about them to go to rest and to level up. Here you've got Dr. Charles on the call from Nigeria. Dr. Charles that elevated, that stepped up, that showed everybody in Nigeria with one product only, that you can get up, that you can help people, that you can rise, that you can elevate. Because what is in his heart? His heart is to help people. His heart is to show people how to heal from the inside out. So I want to encourage everybody on this call tonight, wherever you are, the same as where I am. I'm currently in Cyprus. I'm on holiday with my family. I just left the restaurant we were at. I came back home because I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated for what I do. I love what I do. I'm committed for what I do. And I want to show you all, that it's possible. I want to show you all that no matter where you are, no matter in what country you are, no matter in what situation you are, if you have it in you, you can step up and you can elevate. Even if it doesn't show up for you now, I promise you, there's people watching you. There's people admiring you. There's people following you for what you are doing. It's the same as when Dr. Charles said to me, Yolandé, your social media is astonishing. I go like, Dr. Charles, are you following me? Are you really following me? And that's how it goes. You know, you go like, you feel like a small town girl from a small town place in a little country called South Africa. And then you've got a vice president from your country or from Africa that goes, you inspire me. Then you feel the worth inside of you. You feel that you are doing the right thing. So I just want to say from my side, before we close this call tonight, it is such a privilege to be able to partner with all of you. It is such a privilege to be on a screen that we've got a global community that's connecting together. And we are going places, and we are not going to stay here. And we are going to show the world that we can achieve anything that we set our minds to. So I just want to say we are here to love, serve, and grow together as a community. I want to say thank you to Nick Papas. I want to say thank you to Henri Powell, who pushed the living hell out of me for months to become part of this business. I want to say thank you to Tammy Malpi Melchizedek for being such a mama African bear who never left us, who always stepped up, who always keeps us close. I want to say thank you to Nayo. Nayo, you are just an incredible woman. We give you so much grief. Oh my word. We give you so much questions and things, and you just always sort it out. You just keep us all in the loop. You are just one incredible woman. We are so blessed to have you. And I've been personally so fortunate to have linked arms with you in person. And to the rest of you, Dr. Charles, I can't wait until the day I put my little feet in Nigeria and lock arms with you and serve Nigeria with you. So for all of you that's on this call, for all of you who's watching the replay, we are here to partner with you. We are here to stay with you. We are here to be your family, your friends. We are here just to show you what an incredible business we are in. And together we can conquer anything in the world. So like Nick always say, that's it and that's all.
So thanks, Yolandé. Dr. Charles, like Yolandé, you always got a good story. I love your motivation. You've inspired all of us here. I'm going to sign in again under you because you're not director for nothing. So, Dr. Charles, in closing, I'm going to give you the final opportunity to just finish off where you left off, and then I'll close the call.
All right, thank you. Sorry for the network issue. So I think Yolandé actually summarized everything. Just believe in yourself is very important, and don't have an attitude of going outside as a network marketer. Have the attitude of going outside as a servant. It's not about the vice presidency or anything for me right now. It's much more about the assignment of service. And so when you go out there with a servanthood mentality, you're going to find people that would naturally want to gravitate towards you. People kind of repel people that come like they already made, because it's difficult to be vice president. It's true. It's difficult to. So if you come with the vice president regalia, people are going to see the difficulties and they're never going to be able to match. So your job is to break it down in simple bits and pieces that they can take and run with. That's the most important thing. So for me, in closing, I think simplicity is very important. It's good to have the, to know all about the comp plan and everything, but please just stay with the basics. And the basic is simple. Once you're able to tie people's mind around the value that you're offering, volume no longer becomes a problem. So I wish there's more time, but maybe I'll just stop for there. So just keep the servant attitude and just keep going. I believe that great things are going to happen.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And again, Dr. Charles, thank you so much for joining us on the call. And my 5 cents here is we're in this together, guys. We're in this together. We're in this to win it. We are at a fortunate position that we are the early adopters here. We've got first mover advantage. In South Africa, we are still launching. In Nigeria, we're still launching. We have the African continent at our doorstep. We are fortunate than the rest of the world. Those watching this recording, there's many Nigerian brothers and sisters on this call, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch this recording. All I have to say to all of you is an opportunity comes once, and this is the big one. This is the big one. When you have a company that has the products we have, the products with integrity, the products that do exactly what they say they're going to do, the corporate structure, a #1 rated compensation plan. And I'm not just saying that. We've just been awarded that. The #1 rated company out of all direct selling companies that has the momentum. And this is what we're doing in Africa. We are building the momentum together. Alone, you can go fast. Together, we will go far. So the African continent is the biggest continent in the world and the most underestimated. So those that have the vision, those that see over the mountain, get on this bus, because we are going places, like Yolandé said. So guys, thank you very much. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yolandé, you can finish it off.
It's not just about the product, but it's about the people you surround yourself with. And that's such an amazing blessing. Like I said before, some of us are on this call that's got no financial, beneficial, whatever to each other. But we are here to help each other, to elevate, to reach the top, because we believe in our brand and we believe in what we put out there. So if you watch the recording and you feel that you are stuck in life and that you need something to kick you in the butt, maybe this is an opportunity for you. It's not something that's going to slit your throat. It's not something that's going to legally bind yourself to anything. It is something that's going to give you an opportunity to rise above the rest. So like Jesse Lee, Boss Lee says, if you do not have a second stream of income, you're pretty screwed in life.
Yep.
So take this opportunity and rise above the rest and show the people what you are made of, not just for the financial benefit that you'll get from it, but because of the personal growth, because of the love, because of the encouragement, because of what you can offer to other people. And let us tell you one thing. When you start seeing people transform in front of your own eyes, that is when things really start changing. That is when things really start making sense to you, because that's what we do. We are here to serve you, to love and to grow with you. That's it. And like Nick always says, that's it and that's all. We love you.
One more. I want to bring Yolandé, I want to bring Henri Paul in to close us out. Henri, Henri's also part of
Oh, my favorite. My
Yeah.
favorite.
Henri, I want you to close us out.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Nod. Your Nick. Yeah, what's more to say, guys, with two phenomenal leaders taking this call, and with Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles, I was hanging on your lips. It is so amazing to hear your story and just to see how you just inspire people around you, and you have so many people looking up to you. And it's such a great honor to be on a call with you. And then all the beautiful people all across the world, thank you for your time. Thank you, Yolandé and Nick, for this amazing opportunity call and linking arms and just, you know, taking everyone out with a bang. I'm so excited. I'm phoning everyone tomorrow all over again. I'm signing up 500 people over this weekend. And I just want to encourage everyone to say, listen, if you fall, just get up. And if you are not sure, that's okay. Link arms with people that is sure with you. Life happens, but you know what? You are worth it, and you owe it to yourself, to nobody else. So thank you, guys. Have an amazing, amazing week and weekend. And we love you all across the world. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Nick and Yola. That was amazing. Thank you, Dr. Charles.
We
Bye,
love
everybody.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Dr. Charles.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Phenomenal
Thank
Zoom,
you.
you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Incredible. Thank you so much.